Okay, nature calls. So back to the Overton window. Like, if somebody was running all this, then I could just say, if I was running all this, I would just say, you know what, fuck the Overton window, because the Overton window is my oppositions, and you can't go on Instagram with the Overton window. I don't want to see anybody on the Instagram clout chasing, talking back and forth to the Overton window. That's my oppositions. You know, like FBG Duck said, like, you know, what are you doing talking back and forth with my ops on the gram? Like, it could be reduced to something like that, even if it doesn't make any sense. That's why I don't have no viewers on my channel. It's the only way I could be smarter than the Game Spitter, because I'm not. Like, and the only way the Game Spitter is smarter than AK-47, because nobody's saying that we're smarter than the previous guy. It's just that King AK vibrates the highest right now. So he has a conveyance to the masses, in a sense he's not vying for it, like the same way that the CIA would try to captivate the conduit, like the mass media conduit, to try to take over the legacy press. They wouldn't have to pay their sponsors, and they wouldn't have to take a break from a 1 hour show to talk about a subject that's so important in the world that they ran out of time, and they had to pay their subsidiaries, and they always invite the guests back. You know, like, we're gonna talk to you later about this shit. So they're almost presupposing how much interest that you can have for it. Like, it goes only this far. We only go this far thinking about this. We only go this far. But they could change their mind. You know what I mean? You wouldn't just question that as facts. You would be like, it's, at this point, it's approvals. Just like your boss. Like, when they were all being coerced by a mask mandate, they told you that we're gonna have to aim this gun-shaped thermometer at people's head and check, and a wellness check every morning. You know, and this is going to be presupposed normalcy, because until we get the facts, that we have to know what we're doing. Like, no, wait, it's not facts, it's approval, because this is the vaporware. I already went to a restaurant where they aimed this at my wrist and took my temperature off my wrist. Why do you like the fact that I'm pointing a thermometer at somebody's head than at their fucking wrist? Just because I paid more to go to an expensive restaurant? No. You are waiting for approvals. Not no goddamn motherfucking facts. Bitch, who's trying to run roughshod over my assessment? You gotta pay for my assessment. I should be talking to millions of people. But I'll share this shit with anybody. It's just that given on to one person, they might think that I'm taking it personal against them. So they're gonna be like, huh. You know, they're gonna be taken aback by my you know, demeanor and everything. They're gonna think I'm blaming them because they didn't see where I'm trying to go with this or something. But everybody can fucking see this. It's just a matter of whether or not you're in a position to recognize or not. Because there's the pressure. Who depend on you. So many people and babies depend on you to buy milk and cheese and whatever the fuck that babies eat and drink. Like, you have to assume that it's milk and cheese because Edward Bernays or whatever, like, because of Aldous Huxley or somebody that told you this. There's no agoraphobia. I mean, there is agoraphobes, but there's no agoraphobia. Because you can't be afraid of the market for milk and cheese. Somebody's going to come along with a way to make that shit not ever expire. Then it could be kept at room temperature. Then you wouldn't need truckers. Then the truck driving industry would take a dive. Then before that, you know, the whole economy. But people could just focus on other food products and come by the same way to get the proteins that in chemistry exists in the food you're consuming in the different foods, and then they could be just as much as a threat. So you're gonna just live the rest of your life drinking milk out of a bag or something, eating cottage cheese. I don't know. I mean, it's none of this shit is bad. You know what I mean? If you don't have other means, then it's essential. Then if it just comes down to taking time to what you want to prepare, then you probably just need more of that, more time to try different things, more time to sample different, to feel the energy level, to see if you want to try to sustain on the diet. It has to be something that you're happy about. You have to be thrilled to wake up knowing that you're going to eat what you're going to eat, and you're going to grow what you're going to grow, catch what you're going to catch. And just like a bear in nature that could kill a human and not give a fuck, you're going to fillet some fish and do a fish fry. And it's not, you're just being a good human. Just like the bear is being a good bear by slapping the shit out of you and making your brain spill out of your ears. It's a good bear. You know, it's just like what a hippo. All right, enough videos making. I'm probably not a good blogger. I still gotta push through. Life's a bitch and then you die. And then after that, I don't know, you don't even have a pain memory, so there's no way to keep you from coming back. Because you don't remember how much everything was a slow-footed, like, you know, so everything seemed to take forever to culminate. For the longest time, you're being cucked until you're 18 years old. I mean, then all of a sudden you're not responsible for the choices, for the lack of the choice not to be a cuck anymore, because you're not 18 anymore. It's not a choice. You can't be a cuck after 18. It strikes a good boy chord, and that's a mistake you never want to do. Nobody's gonna just come out and tell you not to be a good boy. I just found out 2 weeks ago that it wasn't a good idea. Yeah, I guess you have to trust me. I know you know what's up with what time it is, though. No, I have to imagine either. That was for starters. Until I learned what perspective I need to get, then I can dispose of the indoctrination that was at one point in time I had to undergo to get to another point where I could throw it off. And not everybody's going to throw it off either. Some people are only interested in that which manifests the negative behaviors. It's the only thing I could hate. It's the only ones I could hate.